So I'm going to show us how to simplify this exponential expression. So I was given 2x to the power of 4, y to the power of negative 3, all to the power of negative 1. So that takes us to our first rule of simplifying this expression, and that's the product of power rule. So that states that a to the power of m times a to the power of n equals a to the power of m plus n. So we're going to take our negative 1 and disperse that to each term. So we'll take 2 to the power of negative 1 times x to the power of 4 times negative 1 times y to the power of negative 3 times negative 1. So that takes us to our second step of simplifying, and that's going to be the power of a power rule. So that states that a to the power of m to the power of n equals a to the power of n times n. So then that's just our next step in simplifying this expression. So that gives us 2 to the power of negative 1 times x to the power of negative 4 times y to the third. And then our next step is going to be our negative rule of exponents. So that states that if we have a negative exponent, so right here we have a to the power of negative n, and that's going to equal 1 over a to the power of n. And that's also swapped. So if we have a positive exponent, that's going to give us a to the power of positive n equals 1 over a to the negative n to the power of negative n. So then that's going to give us, this was our step when we were simplifying using the power of a power rule. So that's going to break us down to having y to the third over 2x to the fourth. And that's going to be our final answer.